Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. Henry, open space inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On 2nd and 7, Winston. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Hill. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 55 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Winston. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On first down, Hill. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Third and long for Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Winston to throw for it on 4. Buying time to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third. Corner. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They go play action. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Winston now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Hit as as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill escapes the sack. Flushed out right. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tannehill. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Tannehill now to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This time, the extra point up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at. But, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.